Hello everyone. Hi, you are viewing Gardens of Blessings TV in our 10th week of Brainstorm Live weekend and a month of talking about the challenges of distance learning. Today is October 2, Friday night here in Virginia, USA, and a very inspiring Saturday morning to you there in the Philippines. A blessed day to all Filipinos who are viewing in the other part of the world. Thank you for sharing your time with me tonight and today in the Philippines and all over the world. To my YouTube subscriber and Facebook followers, thank you for the trust and the generosity of your time. My subscribers and Facebook followers have given me the opportunity to grow not only as a channel but also as a person. This Brainstorm Live weekend has been my work in progress to building up my confidence in expressing my thoughts better, to improve my ideas, and how to bring awareness about child anxiety. I am advocating for the social and emotional well-being of the very young, whom we know that we need a lot of advocacy from the adult, right? Because their voices should be heard. So I am hoping that you will continue to support my advocacy and journey with me. I am blessed to have another opportunity to talk about things that concern parents and guardians in the distance learning and our challenges coping up in the new normal. After 1 month of distance learning, magtatanong lang ako, kumusta na yung mga answers ninyo sa mga lessons and assignment dyan? Yung mga module natin dyan, buo pa ba? And walay lalis diya sa mga banag asawa kung kinsay mas kamaumo butubag sa module o assignment gikan sa extra. With my situation, things are getting better. However, kahit anong gawin natin, there are always things beyond our control. So we just have to breathe and be more compassionate and be more kind. All right, I would like to say shout out to my mama who is always there to support me. Good morning, mama. How are you? And let me see what happened to our Facebook here. I think it is still coming up. So thank you very much for my viewers in my Facebook. Thank you for the sharers. I have 3 shares in my Facebook. Thank you very much for taking time and watching my Friday Brainstorm Live. All right. Okay. So before we continue or before we start our Brainstorm Live today, let me welcome my new subscribers. I have about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 subscribers this week, right? Okay, so I would like to welcome my 10 subscribers. And here they are, my 10 subscribers. Help everyone. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. Juhan's Vlog, Caridad's Vlog, Bobby Hank TV, Glory Lorenzo Jositasis. I'm sorry if I did it wrong, but yeah. Thank you very much, Jose, for subscribing into my channel. Ryan Sabaliero, Filipinang German Vlog, me, Ann, and Mommy Ann. Thank you very much for continuously supporting my channel. All right. And also, I would like to also thank the commenters. I have around 2 commenters who brings inspiration to my channel. And these are okay, so they are Filipinang German Blog. She said, "Hi sis, thank you for tips. It helps a lot." And also Journey's channel. He said, "You have a great content. Thanks for sharing. Love it." Thank you very much for those comments who brings me inspiration. Hello for watching. Thank you for dropping by. All right. So Thank you very much for those commentars. I am humbled when viewers like you who says that the content has been helpful, because I am really trying my best to do research and gather ideas. So if you have question in mind and tips, please drop in the comment section of my videos, so I can hopefully create a content with your question, because this channel is an awareness channel, and I am trying my best to really find answers to your questions. I am not perfect, but I will try my best to look for that closer right answers to your questions. And I'm trying my best to also give you tips that is also helpful for me, and I'm hoping that it will help you too. All right, so thank you very much for those very, very nice, inspiring comment. All right, so if you notice in my brainstorm thumbnail, we are talking about distance learning apps that I have discovered, right? So I was thinking that, you know what, this is not only one app that I have discovered. My mom said, "Praise God, everyone is fine over here." I am so happy to know that. Okay, so in this month, I'm going to talk about. Hello, Melvin. Thank you for coming. Ready ka na ba? Melvin, ready ka na ba, Melms? All right. So, as I've said, I'm not only gonna be talking about just one app, but I'll be talking about 4 apps. So every weekend, we will be talking about each app that I have discovered. And today's just woke up at the oh, thank you very much. Okay, so this month's topic are about learning apps that I discovered while doing the distance learning. So from, as I've said, from about a month of distance learning, these apps have been helpful. These are used in school. So I got curious and did my research, because when I homeschool, I know about Khan Academy. I'm actually still using Khan Academy last summer. It is free. So if you wanted to check on it, hi, Joanna and Joy, thank you for watching. And um, uh, Khan Academy is free. Internet connection is unstable, so choppy overhead. That's okay. Thank you for your support, Mama. I love you very much. Okay, so I know Khan Academy, it's free. I do not know about ABC Mouse, but I remember when I was homeschooling Louise, I got a free trial from ABC Mouse. They are nice. Kids Academy, I so love Kids Academy. I actually bought an app from Kids Academy. That is when I was homeschooling. And and there's like this homeschool group that I am with, because I am still in a homeschool group, because this is like transitioning from my homeschooling. I'm only homeschooling the preschool, okay, and then transitioning to distance learning. So I'm still with the homeschool group. They actually recommend time for learning. Yeah, but because I learned about this IXL, Reflex, Brain Pop Junior, RAS Kids, these type of apps, these are apps that are being used in the public school. So I am so curious about this, and I was able to make certain research about the background, okay, and how they are being used, the prices, because I also have friends out there that, because of this distance learning, they are thinking about, you know what, might as well homeschool our children. And I also found out that these learning apps has been used by some homeschoolers too. So I'm hoping that I can bring awareness to you who are thinking about using this when you are homeschooling. So joining me, discovering this whole month, these apps, right? By the way, I am not an affiliate marketer of this group, okay? I just wanted to clarify that. I am doing this for the sake of awareness to those who consider homeschooling and might be using certain apps, right? So check on this one. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for my Facebook watchers out there. Really appreciate your time. Okay. Today we are going to talk about IXL. Okay. Now, the first app, that we are going to talk is is IXL because from the four apps, IXL Learning is the most app that we've been using all the time. It is being used by with our math together with reflex, and from based on from my experience and my research rather, these have or they offer different kind of subject too. And I also tried using the language art of XL. So we are going to talk about the company background, the feature, how to use this, how much is the cost, and of course, as parent, how much, what are the reviews? Those are very important to us. Okay. So again, this is not I'm not an affiliate. Okay. I am just giving you awareness on the apps that are actually being used at school, right? Okay, so I'm hoping that I could give you enough information, okay? And this is also a test of pwede na ba akong mag-marketing assistant? Okay, anyway, I was just like thinking when I was researching this, I was like thinking, how am I going to present this one to the people? I was like, oh, maybe by doing this, I can test my skill in marketing. Okay, so we are going to do the company background based on my research. They have IXL actually. I learned that IXL was founded in 1988. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm gonna uh, show you the link. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping I could share this one. Where is my screen? All right, here. Okay, so that is the company background of the IXL. That's based on my research, huh? So IXL Learning was founded in 1988 when we released Kia Web. When they released Kia Web. Okay, I'm just going to read everything here, okay? Because so that I will not be accused of making my own story, okay? I'm showing to you and I'm reading it to you, okay? So that's how they started, like 1988. That was, oh my gosh, I'm college back then, 1988. Like I'm graduating college back then when they start. The first website, okay, Kia Web was the first website that allowed teachers and learners to create and share customized study materials. The initial version features three formats: matching game, concentration game, and flashcards. Soon after, quizzes were added along with a dozen more game types. The concept was an overnight success, and Kia Web quickly became one of the most popular education sites in the early days of internet. So now it get me thinking that probably the reason why public school, because this is used in most state in the US, the IXL. So I think that's probably the reason why this is being used in the public school, because of the longevity. Am I saying it right? The longevity of this company, right? 1988. Okay, so that's how they started. Now, our their mission, why is it, their mission since then has been to develop educational technologies that people can't live without if only they existed. So now they have second products of Kia Books is highly interactive online textbook and workbook platform created specifically for language learning, and they released in 2001 at a time when ebook weren't much more than PDF readers. Kia Books supported immersive online workbook exercises with real-time feedback and an intelligent grading system. And this is really true because IXL has their own diagnostic. I am going to show to you later the how the diagnostic and analysis of when the child is testing. Okay, now so that was on 2001, 2001. So combining the best of computer learning and traditional classroom instruction, Kia books allow publishers to mix and match closed-ended, computer scorable questions with an open-ended questions that are gradable by students' actual instructor. And I actually check on one of the videos in YouTube that how to share the Google Classroom in your assignment in this part too. So this is really interesting. So to date, more than 450 secondary and higher education language textbooks have been published in the Kia Books platform. These books are used in language courses ranging from Spanish and French to Chinese, Latin, and Arabic. And I'm going to show you later that they are actually having language Spanish here in the menu. Okay, so the attention turned toward math in 2007 when we introduced IXL, not me, when they introduced IXL, a groundbreaking platform and curriculum for K-12 math education. So that's where they started on 2007, huh? Hi, Jovi De La Cruz. Thank you for watching. Okay, so where are we? K-12 math education. So IXL delivers deeply engaging learning experience and covers more than 3,700 distinct math topics. Questions are algorithmically generated, meaning students will never see the same question twice no matter how long they practice. Okay. Following the success, they expanded IXL in 2013. Okay, so 2013, Luis was born 2012. Oh, I am already living here on 2013. Include English language and unlimited targeted practice of grammar, spelling, vocabulary. In 2015, they introduced science and social studies, which provide expertly crafted content to challenge students to think critically, evaluate primary sources, and engage their innate curiosity with the recent launch of Spanish in 2017. They reach their new heights, offering engaging way for world language learners to develop fluency in vocabulary, grammar, and other foundational skills, and the confidence to express themselves in real-time interaction. By the way, I am going to drop their link, okay? Because so that it would be very clear. You can also read their story, right? Especially the internet is choppy. Okay, so I'm dropping now the link. You can also check that one. Okay. Melbs, are you still there? I'm going to drop the I'm going to drop the guest link if you wanted to help me out here. All right. Okay. So, all right. So that is the first link is from the IXL. So you could also read that one. And in 2018, in 2018. So 2020, that was what, 2 years ago. IXL Learning acquired Absia, the creator of over 400 educational computer games and apps for kids. Based in Providence, Rhode Island, Absia provides games and apps for students in pre-K to 6th grade that focus on math and language arts, as well as topics such as science, computer skills, art, and holidays. Since 2004, Absia has reached over 122 million learners who have played more than 1.5 billion games. Wow, that's really awesome. Okay, that's really awesome. Okay, so that is the story of the company background of IXL. Now we are going to move on. We are going to move on with our features. Okay, now let's see if I could share the feature. All right, now the features of this, okay, they have, I'm going to share you. I got it. Okay, so they have subjects. Okay, let me see if I could share that one. All right. Okay, so they have math. They have, okay, math here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so they have math, language, art, and science. So in math, if you can see, I'm not sure. Can I make it big? Okay, so this is what they have in their math. They have pre-K, kindergarten, and if you notice, they went above calculus. So these are the things that you can see in IXL, and then they also have language art. They have pre-K, and then if you notice, they have a 48 skills for pre-K, and it goes up. They have different skills actually, and then they also have science. Okay. Now, from experience, uh, we did, I think that was 2 weeks ago, we did language arts. And then yesterday and today, we did diagnostics in math. Yeah. So those are the features of IXL. Okay. And then we have here. Okay. Now diagnostic. Okay, now when you go to diagnostic, this is very interesting because it says here, I'm going to make it smaller so that it would not be too slow here on my end. Okay, so the IXL real-time diagnostic. This is very interesting, right? So one thing that really interests me is that it says get up-to-date diagnostic data anytime. Student result and action plans stayed updated with just handful of diagnostic questions each week. This means diagnostic data is there when you need it at the start of the school year, at the end of the year, or anywhere in between. Now, I understand why these are being used by homeschoolers, because if you homeschool, you have to really uh, store the performance of your learners as your grade, because that is your responsibility for that. Okay, so that is the diagnostic. Okay, that is one thing that I got interested about this one. Very, very interesting. All right, so but what happened, I'm going to tell you my experience with diagnostic. If your first time in doing diagnostic with IXL, you have to like skip those questions, and then they will narrow it for you. And then after that, the question of this child will be more likely to be up to the age level and also the skills. It was quite difficult for me because yesterday and today, when that was our first time when we do diagnostic tasks with Louise. Louise wanted to really answer all the questions, and I keep on telling her that you don't really need to answer all the question if you do not understand. You just have to skip it, and then you go to the next question. For as long as you were able to answer 100 questions. So and then when I check on the diagnostic of hers of her the result of her diagnostic actually, you could really see that the table, but sad to say I cannot really show it to you because out of privacy, and this is actually not from me, but it's from the school. So that's how it goes there. But it really kind of offers, I mean, personally for me, the way I understood things, that when they have this diagnostic going on, it tries to narrow down the questions that like, to identify the grade level and the skill of that learner. I feel like it will offer like a personal skill, something like that, and they might have it recommended to you, or to the student, so they can practice that skill before they move on to the next level, right? So that's what I noticed with doing or the diagnostic of IXL. Now, how to use IXL? Okay, now I am going to show you how to use this, but not all, just part of it, just basic using of IXL. Here, let me see. Let me see that one. Hmm. Okay, so we have here the how to use the. Okay, so I have here a sample of how to use. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is how to use. Okay, first you have to sign in. Okay, there you have to sign in there. And then if you notice, there's like rewards, and then math, language, and then Virginia SOL or standard of learning, and then there's awards. And this is for the preschool. Yeah, preschool, kindergarten. Sorry, kindergarten. This is the one that when you're going to use, you when you become a member or something like that, you sign in, and this is the first page that you can see inside the IXL. And then after that, if you're going, when you're going to choose a certain subject, then you are, of course, being brought into that landing page. And say, for example, this time I choose kindergarten math. So with this one here, there's like pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, up to eighth grade. And then there's algebra and then calculus. So you're just going to choose the grade level, and then you will start to answer the questions there. Yes. And I noticed that when the child is already done with, say, the 100 percentage or something like that, they will have a reward or something. And then after that, it will go to the diagnostic, and it will tell you your score and something like that. So that's how to use. It's very basic actually. For elementary, I mean, Louise has been doing this on her own. She's very independent. She just kind of click that one there, and she does it on her own, some kind of like that. So it's very easy to use. The only thing that for me as a parent, when you're going to check on is my is the scores and how the performance would be, it's just so difficult to understand the numbers. I don't know, but anyway, it's not going to be my responsibility to monitor her grade anyway. It's the teacher. But I was just really curious on how to go over with those diagnostic and grade, but it's just so hard to understand. For me as an end user, it's hard to understand. And I also check about this IXL that they have a membership. The membership of this is when is that? Wait a minute, let me see. Membership of IXL is, let's see, let me see. Membership. As far as I know, membership and pricing. Okay, I'm going to drop the link of this one just in case you are interested, but I'm gonna show you what did I do here. Okay, so we have, oh yeah, okay, so I'm just going to drop that one there. Wait a minute. Okay, so that is the pricing and membership per family. So it will be around, okay, 9.95 per month per child. That is per child. And I also learned that if you have additional child in the family, the additional child will be around $4 per month. That is for the membership. Yeah, and yeah, you can check that one there for that one. And then the most interesting part of this one was I was able to gather the review of this product. How is this product being used? And so far, I only gathered about two types of reviews in this product. Let me see, where did I get that one here? Okay, so this is the review. Wait a minute. Okay, now here it is. All right, so the review of the product. Okay, so reviews. I've got reviews from Amazon. I have two people reviewing the product from Amazon, and one from another website. It's a website about homeschooling resources, and those two reviewers from Amazon. The first one, she said it was like a 5 star. 72% is the 5 star. Then 4 star is 11. Then 3 star. It seems like it is really really good. Uh, but the thing is, she said here, this is actually a review from September 2, 2020, and the other one was on August 26, 2020. The one from the homeschool review is from February 23, 2020. So these are current reviews, huh? These are not really old reviews. Okay, so the one in Amazon or two. Okay, so my student can keep up. Okay, my son can work on his skills in math and English. He does this at school and home without needing to repeat a lesson. I love it. So that's a 5 star. However, the other review says this is another one from Leslie Dickey. She has 2 stars only. And then she said, good for users, not parents. That's what she said. I thought the app would give allow me to see my children's progress, but it seems to really only be useful as a student. It could have been operator error. If that was the case, it was not easy to determine how to access the information I needed as a parent. I think we have the same sentiment here because when I was trying, I was just actually curious on how my child performed. But it's just so hard to get that information. But I understand that this is not for me. This is from the school. So, and when I was checking on this review, I was like, hey, wait a minute, we have the same sentiment. It's just so hard to get the record that out of curiosity, how is my daughter performing in her test? Because I let my daughter do on her own. Okay, so it was like, how is she doing with all the scores? Because the it's kind of like a task and goes on and on and on and on or something like that. So you get to get curious about things. And here from homeschool, how to choose the best homeschool curriculum. She says the pros, easy to navigate, easy to use, immediate feedback, topic-based learning. That is actually true when we are using it, and we are still using it. In the cons, scores can drop suddenly and students can get unmotivated, need strong readers to figure out errors on their own. I think I experienced this one in the language and art, but um, I I I did not really notice this because we have just uh used the language and art for one time only, and then of course with IXL math we've been using this for about uh, 3 to 4 weeks only, and I do not or I cannot figure out how to check on the record. So I do not know about this one if the scores can suddenly drop or something like that. So these are all the reviews that I have. Okay, that is for IXL. All right. So I'm hoping that I was able to give you information, and then the links that I dropped down there would able to give you more information too. Okay. Thank you very much for all my viewers right now from Facebook and from YouTube. Okay. All right. Now next week, we are going to talk about the next app. And our next app is gonna be Reflex. next week. And then we're going to talk about the background of Reflex, the features, how to use, the membership fee, and the review. We're going to talk about that next week. I will try my best to do certain research the way I did with IXL. And whatever I'm sharing to you is the only the only information that came up with my research. And I feel like I had a very limited time of doing this, but it's kind of fun to know about this apps, curiosity, because they are being used in school, right? Okay, so now that we are done with our main topic, okay, so that was our first part of the Brainstorm live weekend, and we are now moving on to the second part, and that is second part and that is of course self-care. Okay, self-care, as I have been mentioning from my previous video summaries, my previous Brainstorm live, that as adult we are the nurturer of our learners, and that we cannot care for them or to them if we do not know how to take care of ourselves. So every week we will take time to talk about our stress management inventory, and we're going to rate them, and we're going to share our thoughts and my thoughts. And this is really nice when I keep on doing this, because it kind of improve me, and I kind of make I kind of like being committed to my own self, because I am telling it publicly, all right? uh, I do not know if you know this video influencer. He's Brian Johnson. Yeah, that's his name. And also Salma Jaffrey. These are the influencers that I have been following in YouTube. And they one time they said that if you wanted to be committed of yourself, state it publicly, because it's kind of like, of course, the viewers going to, especially your detractors, like, is she going to do that or something like that? So it really helped me to be committed of my self-care, right? Because I say it, and also the power of words. When you say it, you get you are committed over it, right? So yeah, so this is, we're taking care of ourselves, not only physically, but especially this time of pandemic, we have to take care of our social and emotional well-being. All right. Okay, so self-care means learning to acknowledge your limits, temperament, and to recognize that you are the expert of taking care of you. All right. That is from Gardens of Blessings TV, right? But before anything else, okay, thank you very much for staying with me at this, what, 38 minutes already. Okay, before anything else, before we do our weekly stress management inventory, I am going to share to you something that I come across from Facebook, and that is something to do about poor boundaries. Okay, now, do you have poor boundaries, right? This was shared by my Facebook friend, Ivy Rose. Hi, Ivy. Thank you very much for sharing. I mean, I was just come across with this and was like, hey, this is really nice to share to people who, especially in our Brainstorm Live. It's talking about poor boundaries, okay? And by the way, Ivy Rose shared this from Gentle Mama's post. This is actually not hers, but from Gentle Mama's post, and she's sharing it to Facebook. And I was like so struck because of, poor boundaries. And it's because, to be very honest, I have struggled about this, and until now I'm still struggling. So it's nice to talk about these things, about poor boundaries. And if you are watching from my Facebook and my YouTube, you just, say yes or no to yourself there, and state the reason why it is a yes or why is it a no, right? So, number one, hate letting people down. Is it a yes or a no? Okay. So for me, until now, not too much now, but before, I think when we are still when I was a lot younger, I am very pleaser, right? I'm a very pleaser person, right? So later now, lately or now, I don't. It's kind of like, depending on your relationship with the person and how close you are, how trusting you are to the person. I it's okay if you let the person down, right? It's just normal. You cannot give everything, you cannot please everybody. So it really changed, So now I don't care. Okay, so now next is feel a lot of guilt. Feel a lot of guilt when taking care of yourself. When I was just gotten married and have a child, if I take good care of myself, I feel guilty. I do not know why. I really do not know why. I felt guilty because I embrace motherhood. I really really love being a mother. That's been my ambition since first grade to become a mother. So so I don't know. I just feel guilty when I take care of myself because I feel like, if you are a mother, you are committed to take care of your child no matter what, and your husband and your family, something like that. But later, I learned about, self-care and self-awareness. I do not feel that guilt anymore because just what I've said, I just learned that if you are not taking care of yourself, you cannot take good care of the person that you love. So, you cannot give something you do not have. So now, recently, I don't feel guilt much anymore. Feel burnout. Um, from the past year, I really felt burned out because managing a child with anxiety, and then you're waiting and waiting for somebody to help you, and there's no help and then because it got struck with the pandemic, I really felt burned out. But now that we started to have a help, there's a speech therapy, and I have a very, very great teacher in my distance learning. So I don't feel burned out anymore. And you know what? People who are born out, it really shows to their face. No matter how many makeup they are putting on, like no matter how many expensive makeup they have in their face, if I could really tell if they are born out or not, because eyes cannot lie. The eyes, the way they carry themselves, you could really tell that, that person has something because you've been there. Napagdaanan mo na yan, di ba? Okay. Now, saying yes even when you don't want to. Yes or no. But before, it's so hard to say no. I'm not sure you viewers right now, especially in my Facebook and something. I do not know. It's especially if it's like close to heart. It's so hard to say no. But for me, because I'm starting to get fully aware of myself, I have to, I have to say no. I have to say no. I have to let people down at times to create my own boundaries. That's what I learned. And because of these questions, I wanted to share it to you, right? So it's okay to let people down. It's okay to say no, right? And you don't have to be guilty when you take care of yourself because you yourself is very important, right? So this is something that I would like to share to you right now. So I'm hoping that there are people right there that is viewing right now in my Facebook and in my YouTube, that it's okay. It's okay not to be okay, just like what we talked about last week, right? Okay. So now we're going on to our uh, stress management inventory. Okay. So wait a minute. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm on the right page. Okay, so now stress management inventory of the week. So the purpose of this inventory is for reality check on how to be more aware of ourselves in managing our stress. Okay. I really love this that I'm doing this. Parang naghahatak ako ng sariling bangko. It's because I am improving really, and I'm being fully aware of the things that I do weekly because I'm doing this, and I'm committed about this because I'm telling it to you, right? To my subscribers and to my viewers out there. Okay, so this is really nice. How did I do? How did I manage my time this week? I the routine is doing good already. Schedule is not. Okay. For as long as I'm sticking to my routine, um, I don't mind. Okay. To-do list, I'm so into do list. So this week I say I'm in a 3. Yeah, this week I'm in a 3. I was able. The only thing that it's hard for me to do is to do things really early. Yeah, and I started to adjust my time clock because I am not a morning person, and then my daughter is not a morning person too. The men in the house or the boys in the house, they are the early birds, but the girls in the house, we are the night owls. Yeah. So that's my rate for this week, the routine. Okay. And uh, I'm actually being well adjusted to the routine of the distance learning already. So I think that's a lot better now. And I'm hoping that it will continue to do better. Okay. Relaxation. Relaxation method. How did I relax this week? I did do exercise. I do not have a me time today. But not today, but this week, right? This week meditation. I did do my meditation. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for the opportunity and the time. Okay. We all need to talk to our Creator. Okay, we go back to our Creator and talk to Him, and then He will guide us, right? So, the meditation that struck me this week, okay, because I'm really committed to do this relaxation and meditation. I am posting the meditation, the phrases that really struck me this week. Okay, so it's something to do with last September 29 and 30. Two of them. I do not know why it's September 29 and 30. Okay, so September 29, it was coming from John first, chapter, yeah. Okay, John chapter 1, verse 47 to 51. It's like, you shall see greater things than this. All right, to my viewers, my subscribers from Facebook, and to my YouTubers there. You shall see greater things than this. All right, very, very inspirational, right? Whoever you are, if you are a bypasser only, because I can see you're dropping by, you shall see greater things than this. Okay. I'm telling you right now. So that is the things that is the first phrase that really struck me. That was September 29. All right. And then September 30, it says, if I appealed to him and he answered my call. So sometimes due to the business of our daily life, we forgot to call upon God. I mean, even though I've been praying. I mean, I've been praying, especially with those people who are dealing with anxiety in this very moment, in this pandemic. Uh, People whose family has a victim, with the virus. I'm always praying. Okay, but with myself, I sometimes forgot to appeal that we sometimes underestimate the power of God. So these two things that is a driving force to me this week. So I like that thing. So now that even though I did not exercise much, I only do my yoga, but it's 1 hour, right? So I did number 4 this week. Number 4. That's a really really high with relaxation method already, right? Okay, now the next is feelings and emotion. How did I manage my feelings and emotion this week and why? Giving into my feelings and control my emotion. I'm thinking about this week. Really, when I was doing my template about this. I it seems like this week it's very smooth sailing for me, and I could tell that it's smooth sailing because I meditate, and I don't know if I that's kind of for me. If I read the gospel and meditate over it, everything seems to be nice. Everything is like everything is under control, so I think I was able to manage my feelings and emotion. I say I highly manage it. So I say 5. Yeah, for the first time it's 5, right? Maybe because that the schedule of distance learning is already settled down. Things are doing well. Things are we are getting used of the new routine, right? Okay, so I think maybe that's one of the reason why, and also I give time to myself and meditating, right? So so that's it. That's why I have 5 for feelings and emotion this week. Yay! Okay, now 4, of course, the resiliency. Okay, resiliency. How did I bounce back from this week's challenges and why? So so far for this week, I do not have much challenges. The only challenges that I face day to day is teaching my children. Um, because although I love teaching, but you know, it's kind of like every day I'm still thinking about what am I going to teach today? What are the obstacles? How am I going to teach my child? How am I going to adjust the words so that they can understand? And of course, how am I going to make relationship better? Because no matter what we do as a parent, there's always friction towards our children. I do not know why, but the more that we are getting into this distance learning, the more I get to know myself, relating myself to my child. And I think it's a gift of relationship. So I think with distance learning, things are like a blessing in disguise. We tend to know our children better. We tend to know ourselves. How can we make ourselves better in relating to them? Because I read an article one time that we have to grow with our children, right? But we cannot act like a children because we are adult, right? We are the one who are leading them. So embrace change and optimism and things I need to improve. So far I have been doing really good with resiliency. Okay, so I think this is just 5. So this week I have 5. The feelings and emotion I've got 5, and then the resiliency is 5. So this means that this brainstorm live, talking to you every week and talking about stress management and talking about the things that I discovered about distance learning really helps a lot. So I'm hoping that you know, I help you as my viewers right now. Thank you very much for always viewing. And also, thank you very much for my subscribers who are viewing my channel in the replay. Because although I only have about few viewers all the time in my live stream, but when I check over it after my live stream, I noticed that there's a replay and there's comments there. So I'm so appreciative of those people who watch the replay. All right, it doesn't need to be the whole hour or some kind of like that, 3 minutes, and then I really I'm happy. Yeah, especially now. Please subscribe to my channel because I'm in the road to 1K. I'm really closer. It's that feeling that you are closer to the finish line because I have like 800 subscriber already, but I got stuck. So I'm hoping that my viewers out there in YouTube, you please subscribe to my channel to support my channel. You know, it's really really close, so please support my road to 1K subscribers so that I can use my community board. Yeah, I really like to put on my community board so that I could post on my thumbnail and asking suggestions to my YouTubers subscribers, right? So I cannot do that because I only have about 800 plus. I think today, I hope it will not change. I think today I have around 819. It is usually, I got stuck with 815. So I'm hoping that it will go up. Please subscribe to my channel. All right? So I could use my bulletin, my community bulletin to keep in touch more with my subscriber and to post more because although I can post in Facebook, I really appreciate those people who are in my Facebook. They tend to see it, but I also like to have the people in YouTube to see what I post in my Facebook, right? So it's the same old thing, right? Okay, and okay, let's see here. Okay, thank you very much to Melvin and to my mama and to other viewers out there who was just dropping by, right? And to yeah, thank you very much for staying around and to my Facebook viewers. Thank you very much for just a little time. I really really appreciate that little time that see what's Leonie talking about this week? Yeah, is it interesting or something like that? Yeah, it's really really nice to see people dropping by, say hi, hello. All right. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay. All right. Now inspirational thoughts. Okay, so yes, inspirational thoughts. We have inspirational thoughts coming from Henry Ford. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. All right. So my Facebook viewers there and my YouTube viewers like you, if you wanted to stay young, learn things, learn many things, learn new things, right? So, because even if you are 60, 75, 80 years old, if you still wanted to learn, you are considered young. And I like this. I like this one. Really, I like this. I like this. It's not only inspirational, it's also motivational because in this pandemic, this new normal, especially for those who are not into technology or something like that. So some people will just give up. It's like, oh, matanda na tayo, hindi tayo bagay dyan or something like that. But you have to learn. You have to learn new things, right? Because there are study shows that if you keep on learning new things, even if you are already on, you know, or that old age, it will grow dendrites. Learning can grow dendrites, right? So it makes your brain young. Oh, really, it's a really really nice inspirational thought, isn't it? All right. So stay young because you are learning, right? I'm actually going to print this one and post it in front of my my wall here because it's very inspiring to see that you have to learn something new so that you won't grow old, right? So it's a really motivation, not only inspirational for me, but it's a motivation. All right. Okay, so what we have here in our uh motivational tips, okay? Motivational tips, we have learn the rule and stay with it. That's one motivational tips that I wanted to share. Okay. I'm trying to actually talk about it. Talk about this to myself. I have to learn the rule and stay with it because me, I have a hard time concentrating with things. Like if there is a new idea or something like that, I easily swayed beside. And then the focus is like, oh my gosh, I forget about things. So learn the rule and stay with it. So I'm hoping that these inspirational tips and inspirational thoughts and motivational tips would also encourage and motivate you too. And because we are now in our 10th week of brainstorming live, I was thinking that, how about I'm going to compile all these thoughts for you. Yeah, I was thinking about that because every week we have motivational tips. Every week we have inspirational thoughts. So I'm going to make some or compile this, just for you, my subscribers. And thank you very much for continuously supporting my channel. Okay, especially to my mama. Thank you very much, mama, for always there for me. All right. And okay. And thank you very much for those people who actually drop by into my Facebook Live. It's very fulfilling when there's somebody out there in my Facebook that is like, oh, what is she talking about today? And then, I mean, they do not have to stay. I do not feel entitled of people staying in my live stream or something. But I really felt happy when somebody tries to, check on what I'm talking about. It's really, really nice to um to uh to share inspirational things every week, right? Thank you for allowing me to grow, really, to the bottom of my heart. I'm really growing on the things that I'm doing with you. Yes. And so I would just like to say that when you find peace, happiness begins, and blessings start to win one's heart. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and be blessed. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Thank you, Melvin, for dropping by. I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but thank you very much, my mama. Thank you, Joanne. Who else who came? Jovi and Joy. Thank you very much for dropping by. I really appreciate your time. And I hope to see you next weekend, sharing inspirational thoughts, tips, stress management, inventory, and everything. Bye-bye.